Me to tell you exactly what I think? Yes, please. I think it's real.
If you need marksman training and you've got the coin, I'm ready.
Hey! I want to talk to you. Now.
Word on the street is that poor Sabjorn has found himself in Whiterun's prison. Exactly. Now you're beginning to see how our little... Maven sent word that you discovered something else while you were out there. Something... And this is beyond coincidence. Someone's trying to take us down by driving a wedge. Mercer thinks he knows a way to identify this new thought. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from Golden Glow Estate, but no one can identify that symbol. It would seem our adversary is attempting to take us apart indirectly by angering Maven Blackbriar. Very clever. Jest, but they've been able to avoid identification for years. They're obviously well-funded, driven, and patient. Just don't mistake my admiration for complacency. Our nemesis is going to pay dearly. Because even after all their posturing and planning, they've made a mistake. The parchment you recovered mentions a Godjal lie. According to my sources, that's an old alias used by one of our contacts. His real name is Gullumai. Gullumai is our inside man at the East Empire Company in Solitude. I'm betting he acted as a go-between for the sale of Golden Glow Estate and that he can finger our buyer. Get out there, shake him down, and see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjolf before you leave if you have any questions. Just better hope this one isn't another waste of my coin.
Need something? I can't believe Gullumai's mixed up in all this. That Argonian can find his tail with both hands. Don't get me wrong. He could scam a beggar out of his last scepter. He's no mastermind.
Interest you in some marksman training? Hold a moment, Rune. What did you think about my idea?
Your idea to start... I can't believe Gullumai's mixed up in all this. That Argonian couldn't find his tail with both hands.
Well, yes.
Don't get me wrong. He could scam a beggar out of his last septim. but he's no mastermind. Trouble? He's one of the most stubborn lizards I've ever met. You have your work cut out for you. You're going to have to buy him off. It's the only way to get his attention. If that fails, follow him and see what he's up to. If I know Gulamai, he's in way over his head, and you'll be able to use it as leverage. I'm glad to see you're embracing our methods. It would be a waste to lose a contact at the East Empire Company before we had the entire story. Just keep on Gulamai's tail, and he's bound to step into something he can't scrape off his boot. Good luck in Solitude. Keep Gulamai alive, but remind him who we are.
Big
Yes?
sister in crime. What do you need?
Word on the street. Maven sent word that. Then this is someone's trying to take us down. Mercer. And if I were you, I'd hurry. I've never seen him this angry before.
Ah, there you are. I've consulted my contacts regarding the information you recovered from. It would seem our there. Just don't mistake my. The parch. His real name is Gulamai. Gulamai. I'm bet. Get out there, shake him down, see what you come up with. Talk to Brynjol before you leave. Have it 20 minutes.
some armor and lived to tell about it.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
I've never seen Mjol this upset about anything. The city really gets to him.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back and we'll be off. First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city, capital of Xvyxc, but I'm sure you already knew.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rogvir.
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
Sorry, you need to go home. Go home and stay there until your mother comes.
Get on with it!
Traitor!
You betrayed us!
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his High King. That she know now, Advar.
All right.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude.
He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Boo!
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
You look like you could do with a ripe apple. Or a tomato. Cabbage. Or leek.
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore. I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person. Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle. don't care what you promise. If I tell you the buyer's name and word gets around, it could ruin me. Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of firebrand wine. There just so happens to be a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and
I'm not
sometimes
interested,
tedious.
Jari. It doesn't matter how many times you ask.
You can sell off that
Might
junk
wanna
at bits and
rethink
pieces.
that. You're missing out on some wonderful.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed. My working days are done.
Be careful!
They say Ulfric Stormcloak murdered the High King with his toy. Disrespect the law and you disrespect me.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do. Please, take pity on an old madman. My master has abandoned me, abandoned his people, and nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one is... No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hippo. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. Until next time.
You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces.
Ah, I see you have the wine. Hand it over. Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient. Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods. Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arengoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed.
This one's a favorite of mine. legend we
Not
all
at
know
all.
and love.
I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey. In this business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry. Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
For the darkness has passed, and the legend
Why
yet
are you
grows.
following me? I told you I don't know anything else.
You'll know the Dragonborns come.
If you need a good rumor, I think I can oblige.
You're not a thief trying to rob me, right? A coin or two?
Huh? You're not supposed to be in here. 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 You're not supposed to be in here.
What are you doing?
You're not supposed to be in here. You're not supposed to be in here.
Stop that!
You're not supposed to be in here. You're not.
What do you think you're doing? Watch it!